Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, the Knicks fan, and let's get right into it. Hey, what's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the Knicks Cave. But before I get into the show, I want y'all to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and definitely leave a comment. All right, this video is it's really early. It's a pre-draft. Well, not even a pre-draft, but what I'm going to do right here, I'm going to predict some draft prospects for the New York Knicks. You know, I know it's early in the season, but every year, college basketball players, they have breakouts and they generate new NBA interest. Like, take for interest, Chris Duarte, Trey Murphy, and Davion Mitchell. When last year's season started, they really wasn't on too many draft boards, you know, so they wasn't predicted to go higher as they did. But by the end of the year in the 2021 draft, most of them three players, they was drafted in the top 20. But I'm gonna talk about players that what I've been watching so far. Matter of fact, I know, like I said, the season is early. The college season is early. Basically 3 games in it for some teams. Some teams probably play 4. But like I said, I've been watching some players from the 2020 season, and you know, like I said, this season's early, and I'm gonna hit y'all with a couple of players. Matter of fact, 20 players I'm gonna put up on this whiteboard right here, and we're gonna go throughout the seasons. We're gonna see how they play. Matter of fact, where they fall at on, you know, because you know, once we pass January, the mock drafts is gonna be dropping like crazy. So the players that I'm looking at right now, I want to see where they end up at on, you know, these so-called experts mock draft boards. And I just want to see, I want to test my skills, to be honest with you. I don't want to sound a little like I'm some expert, but I want to see what I can do, and if I'm picking players that the Knicks will have any chance of getting, or just if I'm picking players that will exceed far from what people gave them and the expectations. But like I said, it's early on, and I pinpointed, you know, some of these non-freshmen that will go for NBA. Right now, they're not even on nobody list, you know what I'm saying? But even though they're having some good games to start the season, that's why I'm looking at them, to be honest with you. But they're gonna go from non-freshmen to be on some scouters top 50 list. And like I said, it's early in the season, so I'm just gonna get right into it. The player, like these 2 players that I like, because the Knicks are having a little problem with our point guard. I ain't even gonna say our point guard position is the problem right now with our game, but I'm thinking more about the future. I see we got McBride, we got Quickly, and Quickly, to me, he's not a point guard, he's more of a shooting guard, and I think he can fill that shooting guard more, because Quickly's an underrated defensive player, and I think as he get older and get a little more experience in the league, he's gonna be one of them good defenders, a 3D guy, you know what I'm saying? But he's gonna be a shooting guard. But you know, the reason I said that, because most of them 3 and D guys are small forwards. But like, my first player is Marcus Sasser out of Houston, play for the Houston Cougars. He's a point guard / shooting guard, so he can be hybrid like them Quickly. And like I said, he's a junior. He's 6'2", he's 195 pounds. He was born in Dallas, Texas. And the reason I do like this pick, other than this kid got potential, is because he played with Quentin Grimes. So that'd be like them 2 players reuniting, and they basically know each other. And I know it's probably a year and a half removed from them playing together, but they still play together for at least 2-3 years coming up, and it would be some type of familiarity with them 2 players. And I think, you know, when Marcus Sasser was playing with Quentin Grimes, you know, Quentin Grimes took over he was their leading scorer. Him and let me get up there and you're saying real quick. What was the other player, Quentin Grimes, what they played with? Who was going to Quentin Grimes and DeJon Jarreau? You know what I'm saying? Since they went pro, he really, Sasser, he has stepped his game up. He averaging 23 points right now, dishing out 4 assists. And the way he carves up the defense is just, it's beautiful. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a thing of beauty. He have a tight handling ball. He can handle that ball. He's decisive, especially when he changes directions. And you can score off the dribble, you know what I'm saying? And I know I say he's a point guard, but he's a / shooting guard. So, you know what I'm saying? Even if he's in the game, maybe he can quickly it just work out. I just like him You know what I'm saying? He's 6'2", 195 pounds. He played good defense. He averaged at least 2.3s in the last season, including 10 between the Houston Elite 8 and the final 4 games. You know, Sasser, he started off this month, you know what I'm saying, 12 from 25 from downtown. His shooting feel like it's real, you know what I'm saying? He have advanced skills. He can create for himself. He make, you know, create space. He's hitting contested shots. He make, you know what I'm saying? He's making me think that he's gonna, like, all right, how can I say, like, right now he's not even a prospect, but the way he's playing right now, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if the Knicks gonna be where, like, the whole thing is about where the Knicks gonna fall out in the draft. But I'm gonna hit you with as soon as I finish talking about this kid, I'm gonna just talk about how many draft picks the Knicks got, and then I'm gonna jump right back into the second player. As you can see my board, you know what I'm saying. So that's, like I said, let me get right into it. Like I said, his shooting feels real, and he has his advanced skills for creating space and hitting contested shots and make him look even more convincing as a pro prospect. Defense is gonna have trouble containing him. You know, the way he changed direction, he capitalized by getting to the free throw line. He set up his teammates. You know what I'm saying? And then the reason I like this kid, because he have a similar game to Emmanuel Quickly when it comes to his floaters. Matter of fact, he made all 3 of his floaters so far this season. But he have a nice pull-up, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, and he made 9 of 19 of his pull-up jump shots. And that's why I like, you need a pull-up. You can hit that kid in the head, put the ball between your legs, whack, then step back, and that pull-up jump shot. If you can master that, especially in mid-range, you'll be a star in the NBA. So like I said, at this point, it seems safe that Sasser will continue to score at a high level in college. So like I said, I wanted to know where he's going to fall on the draft board. I mean, I wouldn't mind if Knicks was to get him, but since I chose this player, I'm going to be watching him throughout college season. Just, because, when you invest in something, you take a pick and the interest, and you want that person to succeed. Plus, I think this dude will be a real good player in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? If his growth is demonstrated as a passer and a decision maker, it will determine about how many looks that he get from NBA teams. He's strong, like I said. He's 6'2". He looked poised to earn a spot on the NBA scouts radar. He have a projected draft range of a second round. But to be honest with me, the reason he's on this board, I think he might go, somewhere in, from 12 to 20. You know what I'm saying? Right there, the early part of the second half of the first round pick. And I think the Knicks probably will have a pick somewhere in that range. So I think I think that'll be an interesting look at for the New York Knicks. All right, so let me just, before I go over to my man Julian Strawther, I also go right now and see how many picks the Knicks have, so I can tell you what we will be dealing with. Right now, in 2022 draft coming up, the Knicks have actually 4 picks. We have 2 in the first round, and if I'm correct, you know what I'm saying, if I'm looking at this right, and we have 2 in the second round. We have 1 from Charlotte, and we have our own, and then we have, another one from Charlotte in the second round and our own. And 2023, the Knicks going to be bowling picks, but that's for another story. And like I said, right now, we don't know where either one of these draft picks will fall, especially how the lottery go over to New York, in the NBA. I kind of wish the draft was like the NBA, the NFL, where as you got the worst record, you automatically got the number 1 pick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's an interesting thought, but I guess it's just about the same amount of teams in the NFL as it is in the NBA, so they could kind of switch that around. So let's get over back to my boy Julian. All right, let's get right down here. Julian. Here we go. Julian Strawther. Yeah, he playing Gonzaga. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if a lot of you heard of him because Gonzaga's they got a loaded team over there. To be honest with you, he's a small forward, sophomore. He's 6'7", 205 pounds. He's born in his birthplace in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like this is a player that. Right now, I see him as a role player. I see him being drafted, but once he get in the NBA and get surrounded by, professionals, you know what I'm saying, I think it would just naturally elevate his skills, especially he's a shooter and he likes to cut to the basket. And, NBA teams, if the teams look at what he's doing right now and see how he's thriving. That's basically what they're going to get from him on the next level, because he's playing for Gonzaga. I mean, like I said, Gonzaga got a loaded team. You know, he's 6'7", he's 205. He possesses a textbook positional size and 3-point potential based on early results. He's shown a knack for positioning himself to earn easy baskets by moving without the ball or streaking down the floor in transition. I mean, the kid got potential. I'm being honest with you. So now I know he's a small forward, and the way Evan Fournier play, I don't know if he want to play out that contract. And if we were to draft someone like this, bring in a new coach, yeah, I was listening to one. You know, I'll listen to you, Ashley. I'll listen to you because you have the same sentiments. If Tom Thibodeau don't do what we expected him to do, it's time to move on. Get some young blood, somebody that know how to handle the young players of today's league. Like I said, he showed knack to put himself in a good position to score easy basket. He's fluent in the transition. His effort level so far has been outstanding. He's already have 7 offensive rebounds in 3 games. As he's been extremely active, crashing boards, making hustle plays, getting his hands on loose balls. The kid be all over the place. It isn't like he's going to get too many opportunities, because, like I said, Gonzaga is loaded, but a loaded lineup. But his shot making and his off the ball production and defensive activity will get this kid drafted. I'm being honest with you. And his projected draft range is late first round to second round. And like I said, the Knicks have 2 picks in the second round. If these kids were to stay in the second round, even if it was to fall off the radar, I think it'd be worth taking a look at, you know what I'm saying? Because they do have potential, you know what I'm saying? And let me just hit you with their stats individually instead of just going off what I feel, you know. But let's go straight to Marcus. All right, Marcus, he averaged 23 points, 3 rebounds a game, dished out 4 assists. He's shooting 46.8 from the field. Let's go down here. Let's check out. He got a game, I'm going to be checking him out. He got a game coming up against Butler. Houston is 3-0. Butler is 3-1. Like I say, he had 3 games played so far. He averaging 34 minutes. He's shooting 46.8% from the field. From 3-point, excuse me. He's shooting 48%. And let me go back. He's shooting 46.8 from the field. And from 3-point, he's shooting 48%. From the free throw line, he's making them at 73.7%. He got snatched 3 rebounds per game. Like I said before, 4 assists. He's not blocking anything right now. He got 1 steal, 0.7 a game. He's averaged 1.7 turnovers. And let's see, his career stats. In 2021, he played 29 games. You know how the pandemic stopped the game. He averaged 31 minutes. He shot 38% from the field, 33 from downtown, 85% from the free throw line. He averaged 2 rebounds, 2 assists, no blocks, 1.4 steals, 1.2 turnovers, and he averaged 13 points a game. And 2019-20 season, he played in 30 games, averaging 23 minutes a game. He shot 36.3 field goal percentage, 35 from downtown, 75% from the free throw line. He snatched 2. He stayed consistent with getting rebounds. I like that. I mean, he hustles. 1.7 assists, 1.0 blocks a game. He was actually more active on defense once he got into the college, but he's kind of dope thing, I guess, because he started concentrating more on offense. But still, I like his production. As you see, each year his scoring average went up. He averaged 8 points when he first came into college, and he went to 13 the second year. And this year so far, he's averaging 23.3 points a game. And his recent games playing against Virginia Cavaliers, he scored 19 points on 42% shooting. He played 35 minutes. He shot 57% from downtown, 75% from the free throw. He had no blocks, 3 steals, 2 turnovers, and 2 rebounds and 4 assists. And the game against Rice, he had 26 points. He played 28 minutes, 50% shooting from the field. Free throw line, 100%. He didn't miss 1. He shot 55% from 3, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, no blocks, no steals, no turnovers. And the game against Hofstra, that game it went into overtime. He played 41 minutes. He had 47. He shot 47% from the front field. Excuse me, 60% from the free throw line, 33% from downtown. He had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, no blocks, 2 steals, and 3 turnovers, and he scored 25 points. So like this kid's gonna be good. That's all I can say. And I'm gonna be watching him, and I'm gonna be, like I said, he's on the board, and like I said, I'm gonna put 20 players up there, and we're gonna watch this kid. Especially, I'm gonna be watching Sasser throughout his career this last year, because I know he's entering the draft. So let me get over to Julian Strawther and his stats. Like I said, he's a sophomore. He coming out of Gonzaga, the Bulldogs. He's 6'7", 205 pounds. He averages 14 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and he's shooting 57% from the field. You know what I'm saying? These guys projected to go late, first round and second round. I don't know. These guys looking like, you know what I'm saying, lottery picks. You know what I'm saying? So far this year, 4 games he played in, he averaged 24 minutes. He's shooting 57% from the field, as I said, 50% from downtown, 83% from the free throw line. He averaging 5 rebounds, 1 assist, no blocks, 0.8 steals, and 0.8 turnovers, and that's 14 points. Okay, let's get down in recent games, individual games, and his scoring. Like I said, he played 4 games so far. Starting off with what's the first team they played here? That was the Bellamore Knights. He scored 19 points. He played 24 minutes. He shot 60% from the field, 100% from the free throw line, 57% from downtown. He snapped 6 rebounds. He had no assists, no blocks, and 1 turnover. Against who was over here? The Alcorn State Braves. He had 18 points. He played 23 minutes. He shot 77% from the field, 50% from free throw line, 75% from the free throw. I don't know why I'm messing up. I do apologize. 75% from 3-point, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, no blocks, no steals, and 1 turnover. And he scored 18 points. Against Texas, the Texas Longhorns, he played 25 minutes. He had 20% field goal. He only had 5 points. He had no turnovers. He had 1 assist, 3 rebounds. He shot 100% from the free throw line, 33% from 3-pointers. So, even though he had a bad shooting night, that 3-pointers, it's like he's going to be a consistent 3-point shooter in my books. Just looking at the stats. And the last game they played against the Dixie State Trailblazers, that was a victory, 97-63. He played 25 minutes. He shot 54% from the field, 80% from the free throw line, 25% from downtown. Damn, he gonna make me contradict myself that quick. 10 rebounds. He had 1 assist, no blocks, 2 steals, 1 turnover, and he scored 17 points. These 2 players are very interesting. Very interesting. I'm being honest with you. They're very interesting. And I'm just going to, like I said, what I'm doing. I know it's way early and anything can happen, but I like to know what's going on, and I want to see what the Knicks going to do with the new management. What they're going to do, because right now the players that we got in right now, Leon Rose and Tom Thibodeau, I know they bumping heads. I know Leon Rose want the rookies to play well. This is how I feel. I feel Leon Rose probably want the rookies to be played a little bit more. But Tom Thibodeau's a coach, and he probably, when he signed his contract, he probably had some stipulations in there that he get to do a little bit what he want to do, because the Knicks was desperate for a decent coach, somebody with some type of reputation. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, with that being said, I want everybody out there to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.